Hello, hello. It's Carissa from Change Your Finances. I am so thrilled to be here. Here's the thing. You're going to hear a lot of people talking about all the big names, talking about setting goals for your finances, setting goals for your life, setting goals for your all the things, right? And I want to just break it down into my goal is to help equip you so that you can manage your finances, you can pay off debt, you can save money, and do this in 2021. And I want to give you 8 questions. These are really powerful questions that I have used to help you kind of think about it now in the next week or so to really figure out so you can get ahead. So you can start the new year with a plan. Do you guys do a year-end review questions, plan for the future? Do you do any of that with your money? Tell me below, but let me just go ahead and give you the link for the worksheet because I do have a worksheet. So I am going to give you this link real quick, and then I'm going to go through the 8 powerful questions so that you can be ahead of the game, okay? I want you to be on top of it. I don't want you to come to January 1st and then be like, I don't know what I'm doing with my money, but I kind of want to change it and it's all better and I want to just do things better. No, I'm here to equip you so that you can get started right away, even before January 1st. There's no set date that we have to do January 1st. You can do December 14th if you really want to get started right now. So let me tell you, let me find which tab it is. I got the light shining in my eyes. Hold on. Where did I go? Where did it go? Okay, so I'm going to go through 8 questions. And if you guys have done this type of thing, tell me in the bottom, let me know in the chat because I love to interact with you guys. So 8 questions that you can use and you can get started right away so that you are ahead of the game. Who wants to be ahead of the game with their money? Anyone else? So number 1, the first question, and you can get it in with that worksheet down below. The first question is, what is your reason why you're getting control of your money? You want to do something different with your finances. And here's the reason why. The reason why is so important is because it will include your emotions. If you don't know why you're doing something and you don't have a plan for what you're doing, you're not going to stick to it. We all know this, right? But I want you to be able to stick to your plan. I want you to be able to have success. And so we need to find out what is the reason why I want to do this. Let me give you a few examples. Reason why I want to get control of my finances. Excuse me. Hold on one second. Is I want to have a better life for my family. I want to pay off the debt. I want to save money. I want to go on a trip to Disneyland. Whatever your reason why is, we need to include it. Because when you have something you're working towards, it's going to be so much easier to stick to. And that's what I want. I'm equipping you to make the changes in your finances, to get control of your finances that you want to do in 2021. So that's number 1. What is your reason why I want to get control of my finances? The question number 2. And if you guys want to throw out an answer here in the chat, I'd love to know this. What are your financial dreams for 2021? Can be anything, right? One of my dreams is we're working on saving up for a down payment for a home. And so that's one of my dreams, is to get that saved up so we can do that. So what are your financial dreams? That's question number 2 in our end of the year audit. Beginning of next year, let's get ahead for next year. Let's actually change our finances in 2021. And if you want the worksheet, let me know. So number 2, what are your financial dreams? And I'd love to know, what do you guys want to do? What do you want to do next year? Is it something fun? Is it pay off the debt? What do you guys want to do? Tell me. So the third question, how are you going to track your progress? I'm going through some training right now, and my coach keeps saying, if you don't track it, it will not happen. And you have to track everything. You have to track everything. So I love this. I love tracking my progress. I've done it. Let me see if I can pull this off without knocking everything down. I've done it. Oh, see my cute nieces. I've done it by coloring in a picture, and that's super effective. But there's plenty of other ways that you can track your progress. Oh, I thought I was going to fall. Coloring in a picture is great. And if you need some coloring sheets, let me know. I have some all designed for financial goals. You can track your progress by doing a fancy Excel spreadsheet. Anyone likes Excel? I can't even talk. Anyone like Excel spreadsheets to track your money goals or whatever you're saving towards or whatever you're paying off? I like it when it's all done, but coming up with it is not my thing. So we need to figure out how you're going to track your progress. And do I have it here? Let me look. So there will be a question coming up, but you want to track your progress, and here's why. If you're paying down debt, or if you're saving money for whatever reason, or you're working towards, like I'm working towards a down payment for a home, whatever you're going towards, when you're in the middle of it, it can feel like, this is taking forever and I'm not getting anywhere. Anyone else feel like that? And so I used to get really discouraged when I felt like I couldn't save any money and I wasn't making any progress towards our savings goals. And I felt so discouraged. And so what changed for me was tracking my progress, because as soon as I started tracking my progress, I saw a couple things. One, I'm actually further ahead than I thought I was. Two, I know there's an end in sight, because like I said, when I'm coloring in my picture, I can see how much white space there is left and that the white space shrinks every month. So I am making forward progress. I am getting closer to the end. And what it really does, tracking your progress, is huge on the emotional part. And I'm big on including finances and emotions and biblical wisdom from the Bible. There's so much in there on money, whether you're a person of faith or not. The principles that I have found in the Bible about handling my money have done numerous things in changing my mindset and helping me get control of my finances. But when you're tracking your progress, let me get back to that. When you're tracking your progress on your finances, whatever your financial goal is, it gives you hope. It tells your brain that, hey, I'm doing this, I'm making forward progress, I'm reaching it. And then your brain starts thinking of other ways that you can figure out how to get there faster. And so it brings hope and encouragement and motivation. That's why I love tracking your progress. So how do you guys track your progress? I like coloring in a picture. I also have a spreadsheet that kind of adds up the totals. But I'd love to know any other ideas, because I know those aren't the only two. Those work for me. Now, so question number 4, we're on question number 4 of the 8 questions you need to ask yourself. And if you're married, you and your spouse take some time over the next couple of weeks. I'm giving it to you now, because we have like 2.5 weeks left, right, of 2020. And I want you to have this worksheet ahead of time so that you can talk to your spouse about it. If you're single, fill it out by yourself, and so that you can be ahead of the game come January 1st. So what is one money dream, one that you want to focus on first? And the reason why this is so important is because, and let me know if I'm the only one who's done this, I used to save for school, when we were in school, we were trying to buy another vehicle. We wanted to move out of the apartment. We wanted to build up an emergency fund. We wanted to take a vacation. And so every single month I put little bits of money into each of these goals, right? But then when it came time to pay a school tuition payment, thousands of dollars, I had to clean out all of those accounts so I could pay the tuition. And what I learned from that is when you focus on one goal and you go all in on that, you can reach it. You can make so much more progress, and you can reach all the other ones too faster. But when you're spread so thin and you're doing little bit here, like you're just spinning your wheels. You feel like you're a hamster and you're never getting ahead. So that's the fourth question. And let's see, where did it go? Okay, number 5. You guys still with me? I want you to look at 2020 and just, it doesn't have to be in detail, but the more detail that you have will help you. So question number 5 is, what are the unexpected expenses that we've had in the last year? Was it medical? Was it income loss? Was it the prices of groceries went way high? Anyone else see that in their grocery budget this year? Did the car break down? Did we throw a unexpected expense that you've had? I'm totally drawing a blank. Throw that out to me. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to write it down. And I'm going to give you a quick, it's off my notes, but I'm going to give you a quick, super easy tip to help make sure that you can plan for this. So let's say, anyone have like car problems this year? Throw me a like or thumbs up or something, or tell me in the comments if you've had an unexpected expense of a car repair. So what I like to do, because I think a lot of our unexpected expenses we can plan for. We just need a system to plan for it. So the unexpected expenses that I write down for question number 5 in the 8 questions is, I'm going to use car repairs. So let's just say car repairs, let's say we spent $1,500 on car repairs, okay? And I'm going to, let me say 1,200 because you guys know I can't do math on air. And I was like, I'm going to get into trouble here. So let's say we spent $1,200 on car repairs and they were unexpected. They were completely out of the blue. So what now I like to do is I'd like to take that number, whatever I spent this past year, and divide it by 12. So that's why I wanted to make it 1,200, because it's easier for me to do math on there. So 1,200 divided by 12 equals $100, right? And what I like to do for those unexpected expenses that came up that probably will come up again this year is I'll take that total amount that I spent last year. So we're talking about our $1,200 car repair example, and I divide it by 12, which is $100. So then what I do is I put that $100 in my budget for the next year, because I know that I'll have car repairs in 2021. I don't know when they'll come, but I'm going to put down $100 a month. And if I don't use it that month, I'm going to put into savings. Don't touch it. That's car repair money. And then when I do have a car repair, I can transfer it. So that's what I want you to do with unexpected expenses. Now this is something that we totally miss. People totally miss this, and this is a problem, and I'll tell you why. I want you to look back over the last 20 months, oh my word, 12 months, whatever 2020 is. It's felt like 20 months, right? But look back over 2021, and I want you to write down what kind of financial accomplishments have we made. Did I pay off any debt? Did I save any money? Was I able to stick to a budget? Was I able to pay cash for a vacation? Whatever your wins are from the whole year, I want you to put it down. And the reason why this is so important, but so many people miss it, the reason why it's so important is because when you can write down anything that you've done that's a win for 2020 for money wise, and you write it down, you're not only focusing on the unexpected expenses or the I still have so much debt to pay off and I didn't make my goal of paying off, $20,000 this year. I only paid off 11,000. But hey, you paid off 11,000. You're that much better than you were in January. So even if we have things that don't go according to plan, which happens all the time to me, I still want you to write down your financial accomplishments, because when you do, you can train your brain to say, I am making progress. I was here and now I'm here. And you know what that does? That's the same thing as question number 3 is how you're tracking your progress. When you can see progress, when you can see wins that you've made, and it's retraining your brain to say, hey, I can. Because how many of you are like, oh, I won't be able to do that. I can't do that. Anyone say anything like that to yourself? Because I've said it plenty. But when you say, hey, I actually made some wins. I'm going in the right direction. Maybe I had some potholes along the way, but I'm going in the right direction. Maybe I had some setbacks. You know what? This happens to all of us. But when you can list your financial accomplishments for the year, it gives you hope and motivation, and it just retrains your brain saying that you can and that it is possible and that you can go further faster in 2021. Can I get a yes and an amen? Okay. Question number 7. And if you've missed any of these questions, grab the worksheet down below. Free worksheet. And these are 8 questions that I want you to ask yourself or you and your spouse to ask before December 31st. So what financial mistakes have we made in the last year? We bought that thing that we just kind of like totally splurged, emotional purchase, and regretted it. We didn't have any money in savings, and whatever it was, I don't want it to be longer than your financial accomplishments. I want you to have at least a balance. But it's important to look at this, because when you can see, I made this mistake, you have the power now to not do it again. It's when we don't know we're making it, and it's such a habit that we're doing it that we don't realize the impact that it's had. But when we can realize it, when we can see it, because knowledge is power. When you know differently, you can do differently. And so if you overspend on eating out and you ended up eating out 5 nights a week, and hear me as I say, eating out itself is not bad. If you are in a life phase and that's what you need to do, I just want you to be budgeting for it and have a plan for it. But let's say we were intending to eat at home. We ended up eating out 5 nights a week. And then you kind of look at that impact that it's had on you and your finances and reaching your financial goals. And you can choose to do something different with it in this coming year. But when you don't know, and when it's a mindless thing, it's so easy to keep doing it. Because what gets us to changing our finances, to paying off the debt, saving money, to doing all of the things that we really want to do with our finances, to give more, to travel, to do fun things with our family without thinking about it, we have to not repeat the same things that got us here. Right? We have to do something different. Is doing something different always easy? No, it's hard. It's hard to build a new habit, new pattern, but it's so worth it. But it can only happen when you know what needs to change. Okay, so number 8, and a lot of people miss this one too. I want you to project as much as you can. I know we can't do 100%, but anything that you can project that's coming, any coming expenses that are out of the ordinary that are going to be coming in 2021, let's figure out how we can plan for it now. Common expenses would be, I need to do this repair on my house. I need to get another vehicle. There's a wedding. Hopefully I can still travel, and go to this wedding. There is a medical procedure that we're going to need. So any expense that you can foresee that will be coming, might be coming, let's figure it out, and let's figure it out now. So here's a quick trick on how to figure that out. What is the expense? Ballpark about how much it is. When is it going to be coming if I know? And then let's work backwards. Let's say I have a expense in April, okay? And let's say it is $800. So April, we're going to work our way backwards. How many months do I have? I have January, February, March, and April. So I have 4 months to save for this, right? And if it's an $800 bill and I know it's coming in April, and I have 4 months, that means I need to come up with $200 each month. That approach is so much easier than trying to come up with all 800 and scramble for it in April. So what I like to do is I'll put that as a line item in my budget, $200, and then I put it into savings so that when April comes, all I have to do is transfer it to checking and pay the bill, and I already have the money. So that's, if you can do all of the 8 of these questions, and if you can do them together with your spouse, if you're married, by yourself, if you want to do it and have it reviewed by me, you can send me a message. But this is so helpful because it includes the emotions. The emotional side of money is not just looking at the numbers and trying to make the numbers work, because we all know they can work on paper, but they don't necessarily work in real life. Why? Because we forget the emotional part. We just do. We forget the emotional part of our finances. And so this worksheet, it's free, helps you just look at the good things, look at the bad things. We want to make sure we're looking at all of it, look at the whole picture, and have an understanding of where we are, where we've come from, and where we're going. And I guarantee you, if you can find 15, 20 minutes between now and the end of the year to do this worksheet, you're going to start off 2021 light years ahead of everyone else. If you're ready to get control of your finances with a simple step-by-step system, I have my Change Your Finances system. It's a do-it-yourself system. It has ebooks, e-courses, all on your own time, your own schedule, and it's helped over almost 1,700 women at this point get control of their money, get on a budget, stick to it, pay off tens of thousands of dollars in debt in just a couple of years, save money, and start reaching their financial goals. So if you're ready for that and you want help with walking you through step by step, so everything's step by step, everything's simple, then go grab the Change Your Finances system. And the link is totally wrong. You guys, hold on. Let me see. One second. Okay, there you go. There's the link. If you need some extra help and worksheets and classes and ebooks that will help you pay off debt, save money, budget, take care of that grocery that grocery, have some encouragement. And I also do this from a biblical perspective, so that everything that I've learned from handling money from the Word of God, I include it in there. And I do have a approach on just including faith and finances, because for me, I can't separate those. So if I can help you with anything, if I can help you just kind of figure out where you're going for 2021, let's do this. Download that worksheet, and I'll even show you. Download this worksheet right here. Changeyourfinances.com, planning for a successful budget. This will help you. These are 8 powerful questions that will help you wrap up the year and be ahead for 2021. But if you need help with anything and you're confused on anything, or you just need some guidance, reach out to me. Send me a message, send me an email. I'm happy to help, because my mission is to help 100,000 women get control of their finances so that they can handle money with confidence and peace of mind. They can take care of their family's needs, and they can make an impact on their community. And I firmly believe that this year and next year especially, God is rising up his women, because he wants his women to be in control of their finances, because when they do, everything changes. They're able to take care of their family better. They're able to steward the money that he's given them, and they're able to make an impact and stand in the gap for people and agencies and areas in life that are broken. And there are good people doing it, but they need finances. They need funds to do it. And so I just firmly believe that he is calling you and to change your finances, to do this with a biblical mindset. And I am so thrilled to be a partner on this journey. So if you need any help at all, reach out to me, okay? You guys have a fantastic night. I'll talk to you again soon.